So I finished the Edge of Darkness trilogy on Friday, and it's now Tuesday, and I haven't mentioned a word about it since I had started Voracious because it was a lot. I needed to like some time to let it sink in and really form my opinion without rambling. But I think my opinion is just going to be ramble in general. First off, I loved it. All 5 out of 5s. Probably the I first I'm saying the best thing I've read every year because I've read some amazing things this year, but it's definitely one of my favorite. No, it's probably the best thing I've read all year. One of my favorite dark romance series of all time now. It was so good. I honestly thought that the Web of Silence do it. I was like, that's like that was amazing. There's no way she can top that. And she'd already topped it. Chef's kiss, absolute perfection. Although, if you pay too much attention to like some book math with their children and everything, I went down a rabbit hole of book math, and I'm like, the book math is not mathing. Their ages are not lining up, and I don't. But ignore the book math. Who cares about book math? Um, I it was definitely a little different than I expected because I feel like the Web of Silence duet, the relationship is really dark. Like, yes, some of the things going on are dark, but the relationship itself is really dark. And I feel like in the Edge of Darkness trilogy, the relationship isn't as dark, and the darkness really comes from the trauma and the things that these characters are going through. So it was a different dark in a different way than I think. Like, there of course was some darkness within the relationship, but I feel like in general, Kate and Stacy themselves, their relationship wasn't as dark. Like, it wasn't as like there wasn't as much consent, dubious and non-consent as there was in. So I don't know if that makes any sense. But I loved it. I'm gonna cut this video off at 3 minutes though, because I loved it. I loved the ending. I loved it from beginning to end. There wasn't a second I didn't love. It made me cry. It made me laugh. It made me feel things. And I haven't started an audio. Okay, so after I finished that audiobook, I re-listened to Web of Silence Duet just because it's connected. But since I finished that, I have not started another thing because I can't bring myself to start something because it's not going to live up. I feel myself falling into a book slump because of this, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. I've read 100 books already, so I'm fine. But it was everything. And I think one of my favorite things was the relationship between Stacy and Tobias, and that the way that she really just needed a father figure, and he, as crazy as he was, became the perfect father figure. Everything she needed was perfect. I could make an entire video just about how much I loved Kate and Stacy's relationship, but it was everything I wanted and more. And I cannot wait for Abigail and the Reznikovs and Bass and Luciela's duet. Cannot wait to see how that plays out, because all the spoiler alerts now about Bass and Luciela. I mean, he's married, she's pregnant with his twins. Like, obviously, they didn't conceive them when he was married, and it was an arranged marriage, and he's not sleeping with his wife, and his wife has very clearly got something going on with her guard. But I just want to know how, because we see little bits and pieces of them, and we see that, like, he, like, at some point they're ending up together, and they're having another baby because she's pregnant again. So I cannot wait to see how it goes from you're married to someone else while I'm pregnant with your twins to we're happy when the Russian mafia is involved. So, love it. I'm so excited.